हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, मैं रोहित सिंह आप सभी का वेलकम करता हूं वी स्टडी मैथ के यूट्यूब चैनल पर। आज इस वीडियो में मैं आपको पढ़ाने वाला हूं क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन फ्रॉम आर एस अग्रवाल बुक एक्सरसाइज 4B क्वेश्चन नंबर 12 से क्वेश्चन नंबर 36 तक के साथ बाकी बचे सभी क्वेश्चन का आज इस वीडियो में हम सॉल्यूशन करने वाले हैं। अगर अब तक आपने पहले क्वेश्चन नहीं देखे हैं तो प्लीज़ क्रैकिंग क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन की प्लेलिस्ट में जाइए और वहाँ पर आप लेक्चर नंबर 1 और लेक्चर नंबर 2 जो एक्सरसाइज 4B पर बेस्ड है उसको जाकर देखिएगा। उसमें मैंने ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चन को बड़ी ही डिटेल से आपको समझाया है। आइए बढ़ते हैं आज इस वीडियो की ओर। अगर आपको क्वाड्रेटिक प्रॉब्लम इक्वेशन को सोल्व करने में कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है और आपकी बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन की दृष्टि से आपका रिवीजन नहीं हो पा रहा है तो यह वीडियो प्यारे दोस्तों में आपके लिए होने वाली है। तो आइए शुरू करते हैं इस वीडियो को। क्वेश्चन नंबर 13 से आज इस वीडियो की स्टार्ट करेंगे। क्वेश्चन नंबर 13 में दिया गया है बेटा, क्वेश्चन नंबर 13 इज गिवन 4√3x² +5x and -2√3 इज इक्वल टू 0। यह आपको क्वेश्चन नंबर 13 में दिया हुआ है। अच्छा, now we are going to solve this equation. Now we can write here compare with journal form of quadratic equation। जो हमको मेन क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन दी गई है इसकी हम कंपैरिजन स्टैंडर्ड और जनरल फॉर्म ऑफ क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन से करने वाले हैं, जो होती है ax² + bx + c इज इक्वल टू +c इज इक्वल टू 0। नाउ मेरे बच्चा, अब ये हमारे पास जनरल क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन है और ये गिवन क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन है। अब हम क्या करेंगे, अब हम x² के कोफिशिएंट, x का कोफिशिएंट और c के कोफिशिएंट यानी कांस्टेंट टर्म के कोफिशिएंट की वैल्यू ऑन कंपेयरिंग ईच एंड एवरी टर्म को कर कर निकालेंगे। जैसे यहाँ पर पहला है ax², दिस इज़ द फर्स्ट टर्म, और यहाँ पर जो x² वाले टर्म है उसमें एक ही जगह लिखा हुआ है बेटा 4√3। तो मेरे बच्चा ऑन आफ्टर कंपेरिजिंग a इज इक्वल टू हमारे पास क्या मिला 4√3। ऐसे ही यहाँ पर सेकेंड टर्म लिखी हुई है bx और यहाँ पर सेकेंड टर्म लिखी हुई है मेरे बच्चा 5x। तो 5x यानी x तो x हो गया, b की जगह क्या लिखा हुआ है बेटा 5, तो b इज इक्वल टू हमारे पास क्या आ गया 5 आ गया। इसी तरह से c बराबर क्या आ गया -2√3 हमें पता लगा आफ्टर कंपेरिजिंग दिस। नाउ we are going to apply discriminant formula, that is d is equal to b square -4ac. This is the discriminant formula. Now we are going to find the discriminant formula. If d is greater than 0 or d is equal to 0, then we can say that roots are possible or roots are exist. Now find the value of d, put the value of b here. The value of b is 5, 5 whole square -4 into value of a is 4√3 multiply value of c is -2√3. Now the value of d is here 25, negative and negative will become positive, 4 4 ja 16, 16 2 ja 32 and 32 plus 32 going to be multiply 3 because √3 and √3 become 3, so that is 96. So d will be here 121, that is positive, or we can say that d is here greater than 0. d is greater than 0 in this case, then we can say that roots are exist or possible. Roots are possible. Now if roots are possible, then we are going to find the roots. For that we have to find the value of √d. The value of √d is here. I put the value of d 121 and 121 is the square root of 11. So the value of √d is 11. Now by quadratic formula. Now by quadratic formula. By quadratic formula we can say that alpha will be -b positive under root d upon 2a. This is the value of alpha and this is the first root of this quadratic equation. Now put the value of b here, that is negative sign is in the formula and 5 is the value of b here, and the value of root d is 11 here, and the value of a is 4 root 3. 2 is in the formula, 4 2 is 8, that is 8 root 3. Now after subtracting we have 6 8 upon root 3, that cuts 3 times, that cut 4 times, so 3 by 4 into root 3 upon root 3 and multiply root 3. So this cuts this one, so we have root 3 by 4, this is the value of alpha we have here. Now in the same manner find the value of beta, that is the second root of this quadratic equation, and the formula is negative b negative under root d upon 2a. Now beta is equal to value of b is 5 negative 11 upon 8 root 3. So we have negative 16 upon 8 root 3, 8 1 ja 8, 8 2 ja 16, then beta will be negative 2 by root 3. So these are the roots of this quadratic equation. So we can say that roots are root 3 by 4 and negative 2 by root 3. This is the answer of this quadratic equation. I hope you understand. You can take the screenshot for making proper notes. Now comes to the next question. Question number 14. In question number 14, we given that the quadratic equation in question number 14 is 3x square negative 2 root 6 x plus 2. Plus 2 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation given in question number 14. Now we are going to compare this equation with the standard form and find the value of a, b and c. So the value of a is here 3 and the value of b is here negative 2 root 6 and the value of c is here plus 2. Now we are going to put the values of a, b, c in the discriminant formula and find the value of d here. So let's start finding the value of d. For that I just rub the previous value of d of the previous question number 13. So now find d. So the value of b is 2 root 6 whole square negative 4 3 into 2, square of 2 is 4 and square of root 6 is 6, 4 6 is 24, negative 4 3 is 12, 12 is 24. So the value of d is here 0. If value of d is 0, then roots are possible here, and in that case two roots, because this d is 0 here, so let rough this one, and this d is 0 here, so both the roots here alpha and beta are same. You can see negative b by 2a, negative b by 2a. So you have to find only one value because beta is also same. When d is 0, when discriminant is 0, then we can say that both roots are same, that is negative b by 2a. So the value of b is negative 2 root 6 and the value of a is 3. So we have 2 root 6 upon 3 and 2. This 2 cuts this one, so we have root 6 by 3. Or what we can say about it, root 6 by root 6 multiply root 6 upon 3. So root 6 and root 6 will be 6 root 6 into 3, that's cut that 2 times. So we have 2 root 6. Now my bacha, what we can do, we can write this equation like 2 root 3 into root 2. So now I'm going to rationalize root 2 again. So root 2 is equal to 2, so that will be 2 by 3, and this is the answer. This is the alpha and this is the beta in this case, under root 2 by 3. Under root 2 by 3 is more simplified answer. You can leave your answer here also. You can leave your answer here also, no problem. But it is more simplified answer. Now move to the question number 15. In question number 15 is given. Question number 15. The quadratic equation is given 2 root 3 x square negative 5x positive 2 positive root 3 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation given. Now we are going to find the value of alpha and beta, but first we are going to find the value of discriminant in this case. Let's write it down the formula completely first. Now put the value of B, A and C in the discriminant formula and find the value of D. So that is the value of A we have to find, the value of B we have to find, and the value of C we have to find. The value of A is 2 root 3, the value of B is negative 5, and the value of C is under root 3. Now negative 5 whole square, negative 4 into 2 root 3 into root 3. Now 25 multiply 4 to the 8 into 3, that is 25 minus 24, that is D is equal to 1. So if D is equal to 1, then under root D is also 1 here. Now we are going to find the value of alpha first. The value of alpha will be negative 5 plus 1 upon 2 into 2 root 3, that is 6, that is 5 plus 1 is 6 upon 4 root 3, that cuts that 3 into 2, that is 2 root 3. Now multiply, rationalize root 3. So root 3 cuts this, so we have under root 3 by 2. This is the value of alpha. Now we are going to find the value of beta here. For finding the value of beta, put the value of B. The value of B is here negative 5, and the value of D under root D is 1, and the value of A is 2 root 3. Now negative 1 negative 5 is positive 5. Positive 5 minus 1 is 4 upon 4 root 3, that cuts that, so beta will be 1 by root 3. So we have two solution, root 3 by 2 and 1 by root 3 is the answer of this quadratic equation, or we can say these are the roots of this quadratic equation. Let's move to the question number 16. In question number 16 given is x square plus x plus 2 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation is given. Then A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1 and C is equal to 2. Now find the value of D, that is 1 ka square negative 1 into 2. So that is 1 negative 8. So D is here negative 7. So here D is negative, then we can say that no roots are possible. No roots are possible. In that case, only imaginary roots are possible. No real roots are possible. When D is less than 0 or D is negative, it means that no roots are possible. Only imaginary roots are possible. No real roots are possible here. Okay, understand? Now move to the question number 17. Question number 17 is given here. 2x square plus ax negative a square is equal to 0. Let me check. Yeah, it is a right quadratic equation. Now because a is given here, so I will take all the coefficient in capital letter. Capital A, capital B, capital C. Then capital A will be 2, capital B will be a, and capital C will be negative a square. I put a capital letter here, that is a and that is b. So d will be, value of b is a square negative 4 into value of a is 2, and the value of b, value of c is negative a square. So a square negative negative positive, 4 2 ja 8 a square. So d will be here 9a square, that is positive. So we can say that roots are possible. Roots are possible. If roots are possible, then find the value of under root d, that is 9a square. 9a square will be 3a. Now find the value. Just make it capital B and capital A. Now rub the remaining calculation. The value of B is here a minus and positive 3a. Value of root d is 3a, and 2 into value of a is 2. So we have 2a upon 4, that cuts 2 times. So alpha will be a by 2. This is the value of alpha. We have find the first root here. Now find the second root b, and that is a. Now the value will be negative a, negative 3a upon 4. The value of 2a is 4 here. So we have negative 4a by 4. 4 cuts 1 time. So beta will be negative a. So two roots of this quadratic equation is a by 2 and negative a. And this is the solution of this quadratic equation. You can take the screenshot each and every question, so for making a proper notes. Or if you try to revise quadratic equation and not able to solve R.S. Agarwal, so this video will going to be for you, because in this video, in this series, I am going to solve each and every question of R.S. Agarwal book from class 10th. सो क्लास 10th के बच्चों को घबराने की आवश्यकता नहीं है. जिस बच्चे ने R.S. अग्रवाल को कमांड किया हुआ है और R.S. अग्रवाल के ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चन को वो जानता है कैसे सोल्व करना है, वह बच्चा 100% मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस है कि वे 80 में से 80 मार्क्स थ्योरी में लाने वाले हैं. तो आपको हमारा गोल है 80 में से 80 नंबर लाना मैथमेटिक्स में. सो वो अचीव करके रहेंगे. बस आपको करना क्या है, R.S. अग्रवाल को कंप्लीट रिवाइज करके जाना है, उससे गो थ्रू होकर जाना है. अगर आपको कहीं पर आवश्यकता पड़ेगी कि एनसीईआरटी की भी हमें रिवीजन की आवश्यकता है, तो वो भी हम आपके लिए लेकर आएंगे, वो भी हम आपको कराएंगे. बट नाउ मेरा बच्चा, अगर आप R.S. अग्रवाल कर लेते हैं तो एनसीईआरटी के सारी प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चन आप उसमें ही दिए हुए हैं, तो सब आपका कवर वहाँ पर हो जाएगा. नाउ कम्स टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 18. क्वेश्चन नंबर 18 इज गिवन हेयर. x square negative under root 3 plus 1 bracket close x and plus root 3 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation is given here. So here a will be 1 and b will be negative small bracket start root 3 plus 1, that is negative, and c will be root 3. Now find the value of d here. So we are going to find the value of d. Put the value of b here. Negative small bracket start under root 3 plus 1 whole square negative, curve bracket whole square negative 4. Value of a is 1 and value of c is root 3 upon, no need to find upon. So now it will become root 3 plus 1 whole square, because square of negative 1 is positive 1. Now here 4 root 3, so it will be 3, square of root 3 is 3, square of 1 is 1, square plus 2 root 3 negative 4 root 3. So we can write 3 plus 1, 2 root 3 minus 4 root 3 will be negative 2 root 3. You can see it again going to become a minus b whole square. So here we can write root 3 minus 1 whole square. So this is the value of d, and this is positive here. If this is positive, then we can say that roots are possible. Roots are possible. One thing you have to remember here, you have to find the value of d in that form, so that you can find the value of under root d very easily. Root 3 minus 1 whole square, this square cuts this root, then we have the value of root 3 minus 1. This is the value of under root d. Root 3 minus 1 is the value of under root d here. Now we are going to find the value of alpha. So the value of alpha will be, the value of b is negative and negative become positive. So root 3 plus 1 plus root 3 minus 1. This is the value of under root d upon value of a is 1, that is 2. 1 cut 1, so we have 2 root 3 by 2. This cut this, so we have root 3. Alpha will be root 3. Now find the value of beta. So root 3 plus 1 minus, we are going to multiply minus in root 3 minus 1 bracket. So we have root 3 and positive 1 upon 2. This cut this, so we have 2 by 2, that is 1. So the two roots we have root 3 and 1. Root 3 and 1 is the roots of the given quadratic equation, and we find it with the help of quadratic formula and discriminant formula. I have a very easy way to teach you. I am just explaining each and every question in a very simple language. So don't need to experiment lot of things. Just go through with my videos. Don't skip any questions. Just see each and every question in a proper manner and take a screenshot and make a proper notes. Now comes to the question number 19. Question number 19 is given here. Question number 19, 2x square plus 5 root 3x. Let me check. Yes, plus 6. Plus 6 is equal to 0. Now the value of a is 2 and the value of b is 5 root 3 and the value of c is 6 here. So after that we are going to find the value of d. So put the value of b here. 5 root 3 whole square minus 4 into 2 into 6. Square of 5 is 25 and square of root 3 is 3. So 25 3s is 75 minus 12 4s 48. So after subtracting we have 7 2 27. So now on this basis d is positive here. D is positive, so we can say that roots are possible. If roots are possible, then find the value of under root d, that is under root 27. 27 will be 3 root 3. Now we are going to find the value of alpha. That is the value of b is negative 5 root 3 and positive 3 root 3. Positive 3 root 3 is the value of under root d beta. Value of a is 2, 2 2 is 4. So alpha will be, we have negative 2 root 3 by 4, that's cuts 2 times. So alpha will be negative root 3 by 2. We find the value of alpha. Now in the same manner we are going to find the value of beta. So beta will be 5 root 3 negative 3 root 3 upon 4. So that is 8 root 3 upon 4. This cut 2 times. So we have negative 2 root 3. So the roots of this quadratic equation is negative root 3 by 2 and negative 2 root 3 is the roots of this quadratic equation, and we find these roots with the help of quadratic formula and discriminant formula. We are teaching you how to solve quadratic equation with the help of discriminant and quadratic formula, how to find the roots of quadratic equation with the help of discriminant and quadratic formula, how to apply the quadratic formula, how to apply the discriminant formula, how can you decide the roots of this quadratic equation is possible and not possible. This is depend on the value of d. If d is greater than 0, then roots are possible and both the roots are unique roots. That is negative b positive under root d by 2 is the first root, and the second root is negative b negative under root d by 2 is the second roots. In this case, in the case number second, if d is equal to 0, then both roots are same, that is negative b by 2a. If d is less than 0, or we can say in that case d is negative, then there is a no real roots are possible. My dear बच्चा, आया कंसेप्ट समझ में? बिल्कुल अच्छा. अगर आया कंसेप्ट समझ में तो चलते हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 20 की ओर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 20 में आपको दिया गया है बेटा, क्वेश्चन नंबर 20 दिया गया है 3x स्क्वायर नेगेटिव 2x पॉजिटिव 2 इज इक्वल टू 0. या नाउ फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ a इज 3 here, b इज नेगेटिव 2 here and c इज पॉजिटिव 2. नाउ फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ d and decide the roots are possible and not possible. So d will be negative 2 whole square minus 4 into 3 into 2. So we have positive 4, 12, negative 24. So d is here negative d. D is negative 20. If d is negative 20, so we can say that no roots are possible. Here d is negative. When d is negative, there is a no roots of this quadratic equation. We cannot able to find the real roots of quadratic equation. In that case, we can only find the imaginary roots, and we are not going to discuss how to find the imaginary roots in class 10. This is a further class concept. Now move to the question number 21. Question number 21 is a very easy question. Each and every question is very easy. But the thing is that we have to remember the right formula, and we know how to apply the mathematical operations. Mathematical operations means how to do multiply, how to do subtraction, how to do addition, and how to do divide, how to do rationalization. These are called mathematical operation. If we have command on mathematical operation, then we can solve question very easily, because the formula is this, and the remaining thing what I am doing each and every question is mathematical operation. I have a proper command on mathematical operation, therefore I am finding the answer very easily. So my request to you, please have command on the mathematical operations. Now question number 21, the question number is 21 is given here, x plus 1 upon x is equal to 3. So first we are going to find the proper quadratic equation. To find a proper quadratic equation, I just take the LCM here. So x will be the LCM. So x square plus 1 is equal to 3. Then we have x square plus 1 is equal to 3x, and x square negative 3x positive 1 is equal to 0. This is the standard quadratic form in this question. Now we are going to compare this quadratic equation. Write it down. Compare with journal form of quadratic equation. And the journal form is ax square plus kbx plus kc is equal to 0. This is the journal form. Now a will be 1, b will be negative 3, and c will be 1. Now we are going to find the value of d, that is b square negative 4ac. So d will be here negative 3 square 4 into 1 into 1, that is 9 negative 4. D will be root 5. So root 5 have a positive value, and therefore we can say that roots are possible. Roots are possible here. If roots are possible, then we find the value of under root d, that is no need to find the value of under root d here. So find the value of alpha. The value of b is here negative 3 and negative b. So it become positive 3, positive. Put the value of d in under root, that is root 5. No, sorry, we have find the value of d is 5 only. 5 only, 5 only. So put the value of d here, so it will become root 5. So root 5 upon 2a. A value of a is 1 here. So the alpha will be 3 plus root 5 by 2. This is the value of alpha. Now find the value of beta. Negative 3 negative root 5 upon 2. So negative 3 and negative 3 will become positive. So we have 3 negative root 5 by 2. This is the value of beta, and this is the solution of this quadratic equation. We can write here 3 minus root 5 2 is the root, and 3 plus root 5 by 2 is the root of the given quadratic equation. Now move to the question number 22. You can take the screenshot. Now comes to the question number 22. Question number 22 is here 1 upon x minus 1 upon x minus 2 is equal to 3. So take the LCM. LCM will be x minus 2. Then we have x minus 2 minus x is equal to 3. This x cut this one. So we have negative 2 upon x square negative 2x is equal to 3. So we have here 3x square negative 6x. It will go in here, and this negative 2 will become positive and comes to here, and this is the required quadratic equation. Now compare this quadratic equation with the standard form. Then a will be 3, b will be negative 6, and c will be positive 2. Now find the value of d here. The value of d will be the value of b is negative 6 whole square, negative 4 into 3 into 2, 36, 12, 12 to the 24, that is 12. So here d will be 12. So we can say that roots are possible. Now find the value of alpha and beta here. So the value of b is negative 6 and negative will become positive 6, positive root 12 upon 3. So alpha will be 12 can be written as 4 into 2, 4 into 3, and 4 is the square of 2. So we can write 6 plus 2 root 3 upon 6. Now I can take 2 as common. So we have 3 root 3 upon 6. This cut this 3 times. So alpha will be 3 plus root 3 by 3. Now in the same manner we are going to find the value of b, that is 6 minus 2 root 3 upon 6. 2 is common. 3 minus root 3 upon 6. So that is this cut this 3 times. 3 minus root 3 by 3. So these are the roots of this quadratic equation. 3 minus root 3 by 3 and root 3 plus root 3 by 3. These are the solution of this quadratic equation. Now we are going to solve question number 23. Question number 23 is here. Yeah. X minus 1 upon x is equal to 3. So x square negative 1 upon x is equal to 3. X square negative 1 is equal to 3x. Then the required quadratic equation is x square negative 3x negative 1 is equal to 0. Then we need to find the value of ABC on comparing. So that is 1, that is 3, that is negative 1. Now find the value of D here. So the value of D is here negative 3 square negative 4 multiply 1 multiply negative 1, that is 9, that is plus 4, that is 13. So D is here 13, that is positive. So we can say that roots are possible. Now put these value here and find the value of alpha and beta. So B will be here 3 plus root 13 upon 2. This is the value of alpha we have. I just put the value of B here. Value of B is negative 3. So negative 3 and negative sign is the minus. Negative negative will become positive. Positive 3. D value is 13. So it is root 13 by 2. We cannot simplify it. So leave it here and this is the solution. Now that is 3 negative under root 13 by 2 and this is the value of beta. So the solution of this quadratic equation and roots of this quadratic equation is 3 minus root 13 by 2 and 3 plus root 13 by 2. This is the solution of this quadratic equation. So dear students, in this video I'm just going to solve question from question number 13 to question number 23. We just solved 10 question in this video. I hope you like the solution of each and every question, and please share my videos to your relatives and friends so that they can also get help from my explanation of mathematics and help me in growing my channel. Thank you very much. मिलते हैं कल फिर दोबारा एक वीडियो में. धन्यवाद.